All right, let me put you down a little bit. Okay,
All right.
here we go. What's happening, YouTube? As you can see, I got the big homie Larry right here. We FaceTime. Let me turn that camera down a little more so you can see him. There he is. And we
What's
talking
up, everybody?
we talking power, my people. We talking power.
Oh, yeah.
Be sure to go subscribe to my man Larry's YouTube channel. He does a great job of doing reviews. And for those of y'all that caught my Tesla review, I am going to drive it to Larry's crib and let him do his thing with the Tesla. So
we're going to review the crap out of that car.
Hey, man, you can do it. But today we talking power and we talking episode 7, like father, like son. Larry, tell the people about your love of power and what you think is going to happen on this coming episode.
Man, I have to say, man, power is, they're off the chain with it this season. They're just going in. And I mean, I love this show. I love the fact that, like, I love how the writers brought this whole thing back around with Tommy and Ghost, where they were saying, we may not be friends, but we're brothers.
Right.
And they got together to actually work to get Tariq back, even though Tariq's dumbass was the one that set all that up in the first place.
Man, that little boy need a butt whipping. He need a butt whipping. When every time they have a scene where Tariq is in pain, I smile. And I'm not a sadomasochist either. I smile every time somebody get him this right here. When he was hitting him with those oranges, boy, I was over here geeked up. Very geeked up.
I feel you.
And I want to see somebody give him a good butt whipping, one that he keep trying to get away from, but he can't get away. My people is commenting that they want to see it happen too. So
he's gotten so much. He's got his sister killed. He messed around and jacked 50 up, even though 50 was on the path to destruction. But 50 had done all kinds of dirt and survived, or Kanan, and then Tariq just killed that off. And then, he's messing with Tommy's business. He's up there stealing pills from him and dude's out of control.
Tariq ain't got no loyalty, man. No loyalty but to himself. And let me shout out some of the people that tuned in to us. Shelly Long, my man Tim, who he rides with me no matter what I do. Good brother. Miss Tracy Lee, yeah, I smile with you, my dear. Boss Man Goodson, what's up? And somebody else up here I miss. My man John, what's good with you? I'm glad you tuned into this channel. True Living number 7 is up here as well. We are happy to have y'all talking power, what we think is going to happen, who going to die this week. Now, Larry, I think this might be the first week nobody dies.
You think no one's going to die this week?
This might be the first week nobody dies on power.
Yeah, I think I might agree with you on that. I'm not sure who's going to die, if anybody would die. I think all the main characters, I think if anybody's going to die, if one of the main characters like Tasha or Ghost or Tommy, I think they'll die probably like the episode before the series finale.
Right.
So they can do a wrap up with all that. There might be someone who dies on the actual series finale, but I think they'll do most of the dying on the the episode before that. But I think they're doing 10 episodes this season, right?
Well, they're doing 10 initial, and then in January they're coming back with 5 more.
With 5 more, okay.
Right.
So,
and
I wouldn't.
My people are saying, Courtney Kemp said that in this season, some of the big deaths are going to happen in episode number 8, and we on number 7. So, we might be on to something, that this might be the episode where nobody really dies. I do got some people saying that they think Keisha or Dre is going to kick the bucket this week. Now, some of us going to be mad if Keisha died. You want to know why?
Because people like dumbass people?
Because people like seeing an ass that has an area code all to itself.
Oh, man. Her ass is ridiculous, though. Don't get me wrong. I love some ass. Her ass is ridiculous. It doesn't even look real.
Hey, man, so you mean to tell me you don't like plastic booty?
Nah, man. Tasha is the baddest one on that show. Tasha is a straight up baddie right there, man.
Tasha,
She's just a blazer.
Tasha, she
Tasha is a blazer.
Tasha, all right. She's okay. I mean, she all right, man. That's the best thing I can say.
I'll tell you what. I would not at all be surprised to see Tasha get killed before the end of this show, but I think it'll probably be Tommy that does it.
See, I'm thinking Tommy gonna kill off Keisha because
sorry, Keisha, not Tasha. Yes,
okay.
I think Keisha.
Yeah.
I think Keisha is gonna get killed off, and I think Tommy's gonna be the one to do it.
Right. Man, they going nuts. And my man said she got a medicine ball inflatable booty that you can bounce on and do hang gliding cliffs. Oh my God, y'all are nuts, man. Y'all are nuts.
Hey, what were those? You remember those big inflatable balls you had when you were a little kid that had a handle on it?
Yeah, man.
You used to ride and bounce on them.
Right. You want to get a ride? And so
I shouldn't say that. That's not nice. But I mean, you know what it is. You get all these women doing all this, getting all these booty injections, and don't get me wrong, some of them do a nice job, but some of them just like go way too far. I think sometimes they get plastic surgery and they're like, oh, that looks good, and they think, oh, maybe just a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then next thing you know, you have a la booty. You know?
Hey man, look, all I can say is in defense of women who do that, if there wasn't a market for it, and if men wasn't paying the money that they pay to see those butts, they wouldn't do it.
Oh, I totally agree.
Next thing we got people up here talking about what's going to happen with the kid actors on the show. You've got Keisha's son, Cash. Is anybody going to kidnap him? And when are we going to see the return of Elisa Marie Proctor? Now, I do think Elisa Marie going to come back on this episode. Because,
you think so?
Oh my God, man, you know how much stuff that girl got in her head? Before her daddy died, her dad had a talk with cousin Benny. And Elisa Marie was laying next to the fireplace. She wasn't asleep. She overheard the whole conversation of how her daddy killed the mama and how the daddy had that recording that he wasn't going to give up on ghosts. She heard all that.
She knows everything. She knows everything. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting what they do with her. But, you know, what I thought was really great was when Tariq dropped her off at Benny's house. I don't know if he knew what he was doing, but that dude saved his life and he saved all their lives in that moment. Because Benny came out and was like, it's sort of like, it was like when all the other stuff was said, it was like, yeah, maybe, he told Ghost, I may owe you one, or if you ever need anything, and Ghost was like, yeah, I need you right now. But when they came down to squashing that with what's his name? What's the other Italian dude's name?
Vincent.
Vincent. When it came to squashing that stuff with Vincent, Benny was like, yo, he delivered my niece to my house safe and sound. So you're not gonna touch him. If you touch him, you have a problem with me.
What's happening, Tall Jewel? She wants to know, is Proctor really dead? Yeah, Proctor's done.
Oh,
He's done.
He's gone.
And she's saying that he had on a bulletproof vest. The only issue with the bulletproof vest is it shouldn't have been no blood got through that vest. I think Proctor's done. We're not going to see him. God knows I still miss that character, but he's done. I think who we're going to see going into the spinoffs, definitely Elisa Marie is going to have to go into a spinoff. And they could do that, and they could have her go into a life of crime to take down Tariq when the truth comes out about everything that happens. Because everything I keep reading is saying Tariq is going into a spinoff. And if he do,
that could be.
I need to see him get some cuts on that ass, sliced up.
Think about this as a spinoff. Imagine because Tariq and Lisa Marie are not that far apart in age. I mean, they're probably about 5 years, right?
Something like that.
So imagine that she goes away to school and becomes an attorney, joins the U.S. Becomes a deputy and a deputy AG, and she ends up going after Tariq. And
Right.
next thing you know, you basically have the repeat with Ghost and Angela, except it's Tariq and Lisa Marie.
Man, see, boy, here y'all go. And the thing is, 50 is doing 4 spinoffs. It's going to be 4 of them.
Is he really?
Yeah, man. Now here's somebody else that ain't that, you know, Power is very sneaky for they'll have a few characters, then they'll drop them off for like 2-3 episodes and bring them back. We didn't see Effie Crooked Butt this episode either. And a lot of us are still wondering, is Effie down with the drug game, or is she some kind of undercover informant? What do you think about that, Larry? What do you think about Effie?
I think she was working with the other dude that was dealing on campus to set him up.
Okay.
I think that's just what it was. She was working with the other dude to set up Tariq to get so they can get his business off the campus.
Okay. So some of my subscribers, Elizabeth is saying she's an informant. Shelly Long,
she's a UC?
Yeah, man, saying she's an informant. Matt Jane, Effie's still unknown with me. Mocha Chill, Sky, how is it going to find out that he helped? That's something I discuss in a video I'm going to drop tonight. That's something I'm dropping the video tonight. I'm going to talk about something else. Go ahead, Larry.
Let me mention this about Effie right quick. If she is a UC and people are sort of like, you know, she basically got him kicked out of school. She must have done that to protect him, which means she must have some real feelings for him, which could be something that could come back and be an interesting storyline later. Because if she is a UC, she could have just kept playing him and found out more about his business. Because she followed him that night. She would have already known where to send her people if she was really trying to get a big bust, and she didn't. She got him put up out of school, and then that was that. So it could be that if she is a UC, that she really cares about him, and that could be another angle, just, you know, with the whole Tariq story.
Okay, so my subscribers is saying, if we play this the way they wrote it, my big homie Troops TV, my big homie The Bombshell, they both are saying Effie is underage, and if you're underage, you can't be an informant, which would lead us to believe that Effie is categorically in the drug game. And maybe she got rid of Tariq because she wanted to do her own thing, and that's her territory. Because don't forget, she confronted Tariq when they first met, and she made it sound like she was coming off as an around-the-way girl. I'm down for my people, blah, blah, blah. And she could have meant that, but she could have meant it in the way, I'm down for, I don't want nobody coming on my territory.
Right.
You know? So
yeah, that's true.
I'm anxious to see when they're going to bring her back. You know, when are they going to bring Effie back so that we can finish that storyline too?
That's another thing with Tariq, with his stupid self, man. He just got played sideways by a chick like that. He just was so, I mean, the dude just has so many blind spots. I mean, you know, he's up there. I mean, he's got 2 of the biggest drug dealers in the game in his family, and he just hasn't learned anything.
Yeah,
you know,
right. And here's another thing. The Bombshell is mentioning. Effie said her brother died in a senseless robbery, so you might want to keep that in mind too.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna talk about. A lot of people said they didn't like the very last episode. They felt like the acting was lackluster. They felt like the episode was kind of out of place. I didn't see anything wrong with the episode. And for me, one person that I have been hyping up from the summer trailers, who I think has been doing a good job in the role they've given him, but I expect nothing less. 2-Bit been acting his ass off in his role. However, he's dating Courtney Kemp. So should we expect anything else?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you ain't know he dating Courtney Kemp?
No.
See, you ain't following your boy Lamont Tyson. I be dropping gems. Me and the homie Mark Dart be dropping gems. Y'all not following us. You know, we're going to have to go live next week. And we're going to have to let people call in to the show. Because it's so many great theories coming across my screen. I can't keep up with all of them. And we're just going to have a show where we let everybody else host the damn show. How do y'all feel about that? Next week, everybody that catch us live, you get to call in and give us your theories right here live on YouTube.
I like that idea.
Yep. So now let's talk about my man Ghost. You know he still want to get out the game.
He does, but this is what I think. This is what I think should happen, right? Is that Ghost and Tommy, since they keep saying we're not friends, we're brothers, they should just simply say, look, let's call a straight up truce.
Mm-hmm.
Let's work together. We'll just cap off Jason. I mean, if they kill Jason, whoever Jason's connect is, Tommy and them just go to him and say, look, he's done. We're your new connect, and that's that. Tommy can be dude that's running his thing. He can take 2-Bit, make him the distro,
mm-hmm.
and then Ghost can go run the club like he wants to do it. Or hell, maybe you teach Tariq the real game and make Tariq a freaking distro.
Oh hell no, Tasha St. Pat. Oh, excuse me, Tasha Green is not going for that. I'm sure
back in the drug game herself. She's gonna have Tariq working for her in a minute.
You know what? That could happen, but I don't see Reek wanting to work. If Reek is willing to double cross both his parents and his Uncle Tommy, and he loves his Uncle Tommy, what makes you think he won't double cross his mama?
But I don't know if he would, because I think he feels a different way about his mama. But I think one thing that's interesting is I bet you, because Tasha does seem like she's emotional, but she also seems very, very rational and just a very practical person.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if Tariq's going to keep messing around with the drug game,
right, he
might just say, look, if you're going to be in this game, you're not going to work for anybody else. You're going to come work for me, and I'm going to teach you how to do this right. So I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up working in the drug game, but working for his mom.
Okay, I can see that. Now let's talk about homeboy that's trying to date Tasha. What you think about him? He just rolled up out of nowhere. My man say he do construction. A lot of my subscribers think he might be related to Ray Ray. What do y'all think of homeboy that was trying to holler at Tasha?
Tasha shouldn't holler at anybody. Tasha's a black widow.
Man, oh my God, Lord have mercy.
You sleep with Tasha, your days are limited. You're gonna be dead.
What the hell, man?
I mean, who besides Ghost? Who is she messing with that hasn't ended up dead?
Let me think. Let me go to the brain. She slept with Sean. He's dead. She slept with Terry Silver. He's dead. Well, she's only slept with 2 people.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Isn't that enough?
Well,
if you met a woman and the last 2 dudes she slept with were dead, would you date her?
Well, here's the thing. You also got to put Ghost in the equation too. The person he slept with is dead.
Well, he's only I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, they just need to get back together then.
Exactly. Well, and if they do screw each other, then one of them gonna have to die.
Well, they should just be back together and just be done with. Be happy.
Man, forget it.
Get back in the game together.
Forget it. You see who about to roll up on Ghost, don't you? I've been foretelling it.
Who you is rolling up on Ghost?
Oh man, you ain't paying attention. Ramona Garrity panty draws is getting wet for some Ghost.
Oh yeah. She's been thirsty. She's been thirsty for Ghost for a minute. Man, you see the look in her eyes. She just looks like if she had a second alone, she would be on him.
Man, she be looking at Ghost like he's a well-cooked pork chop that just came off the grill. And she ain't got to put no sauce on him unless it's her secret sauce.
She's a blazer too, man. She is something to look at, I'll tell you. Man.
Yeah. And so let's see here. Nick is saying he thinks Ghost is gonna die. Honestly, I thought Ghost was gonna die to start the series, but now that I see how it's going, I'm thinking more and more for a specific reason that I ain't gonna say because I got a video dropping about it. I think Ghost might live on.
You know what I think they might do? They might have him live on. Just obviously, they just might say he's alive at the end of the series. But I think they might do an ending with Ghost similar, or not dissimilar to what they did with Tony Soprano. Leave it sort of hanging where you don't know if he's alive or dead. because then it gives them the option of doing a Power movie at some point. Like, he may not want to be in a Power spinoff because he's been on the show for a number of years. So he might be like, well, I have other projects I want to get into, but a Power movie down the line, maybe in a year or two, you know, if you're not sure if he's alive, because that's how they could easily write him into that.
Well, so, if they do keep Ghost, I know one person that ain't going. Lakeisha is not going nowhere. Her ass just signed a deal with The Chi.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she's up out of here, bro. She's up out of here.
She's done this.
Right.
She's done. You know, I'll tell you what would be the biggest shocker of all of them. And this would be great TV, but I'm sure they won't do it.
What's that?
But the biggest shocker would be if somehow they killed off Tommy, like just on an episode where you weren't expecting, and it's not even Ghost, it's somebody else. It would, I mean, that would just, like, if somebody came out, I mean, we already know that Benny's looking at it, because Benny's like, I think the way Tommy looked at Benny and the way Benny looked at him, I think they both know what's what. But I would forget about that killing. I think if it was somebody entirely different that surprised us all, I think it would be really great writing to have Tommy just capped off. And then all of a sudden, it's just like that whole drug business is in flux, because now if Jason's still alive, Jason's looking for a new distro. You have Tommy's crew that's sort of in disarray.
Right.
I mean, that would be a mess.
Okay. Let me get to some of the fans, man. We have got to get that hotline going, because I swear Power need to hire some of these people. My man Juan is saying Ghost can die because some of the spinoffs is going to be pretense. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. And then Brittany JB says she's going to cry if they kill Tommy. Man, Tommy gonna die.
So she's Tommy, huh?
Tommy probably died at the hands of Benny, and Benny might tell Tommy, you can cancel Christmas and shoot his ass up.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
Can easily see that. And
yeah,
in case some of y'all missed it, because some of y'all are new to my channel, this is my big homie Larry. He's a tech reviewer. Make sure you check him out. Tell him what your link is, Larry.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube at Today I Feel Like. So it is youtube.com/Today I Feel Like. So check me out. I do tech reviews. I do some cord cutting stuff, only the legal stuff. I keep it above ground. So, but my main thing is doing product reviews. So do stuff like this, like the Galaxy Note 10, the iPhone, 11 Pro Max, and other stuff. I do some fun stuff like these car mounts and Apple Watches, and you name it, I'll review it. Have a good time doing it.
He's planning to take over my Tesla too, man. My Tesla is just like the Knight Rider car, only it's my generation. And I got a couple of features in there, so if he start getting a little too happy, we might eject him on up out of there. But we'll see what happens. Okay, I
saw a video that you can on YouTube where you have a mode called "Come to Me" mode or something like that, where you can make the car drive itself and come to you.
See, you're not following your boy. I just dropped that video Monday.
Did you really?
Yeah, with mine in front of my house.
I'm gonna have to, I've been trying to go to bed early, this week, so I'm gonna have to stay up late one night and just catch up on all my watch list.
Yeah, man. Check this out.
So,
my man Gang said, who do you think is the final betrayal? Now, that's a good damn question. Who do y'all think, or what do y'all think? What's the situation that makes the final betrayal? I'm still thinking, my theory from the summertime was that the final betrayal would be Tasha killing Ghost. That was my theory from the summertime. Tasha killing Ghost. What's up, my man Fred? That was my theory, but what do you think, Larry? Oh, good one. The bombshell said a child betraying his parent. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, but a child betraying his mother, not a son betraying his father. That's sort of like the whole classic Oedipus thing.
Okay.
I'm not saying that that's not, it's still dramatic, because it is anytime that would happen, but it's not new. It's not what I would think is the ultimate. The ultimate would be if
I see you, Brittany.
It would probably be if Tariq killed Tasha.
Okay.
That would probably be the ultimate betrayal. Or maybe if Tasha and Keisha got into it, Keisha drew down on Tasha. Tariq ended up killing Tasha, which sent Tommy after Tariq, and then Tommy had to kill his own godson. Woo!
Man, that would be crazy. But I'm still gonna stick with my summer predictions. Tasha gonna kill Ghost, and Tommy gonna kill Keisha. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on the Tommy's gonna kill Keisha tip. I'm not sure I'm going with you on the Tasha's gonna kill Ghost.
Hey,
I'm not sure that Ghost is gonna make it out alive. I think he might, but I think that if Ghost is gonna get taken out, I kind of feel like it's gonna be either somebody else. It's gonna be a sort of a stranger that's connected, like maybe the dude that you were talking about. What's his name? The dude that showed up at the daycare. Maybe he's like connected to Kanan somehow.
Quentin. That's Quentin.
Yeah, Quentin. So maybe Quentin would end up coming and getting Ghost, or maybe Tariq takes out Ghost somehow. But I don't think it's going to be Tasha.
Right.
You know,
and so
I'll tell you why. Because the writers have made a specific point to make sure that through this entire series, that we still like Tasha all the way through. Like when there's points where you're like, man, F Ghost, he's full of crap. Or you can feel a certain way towards Tommy or Tariq or everybody else. They've always made sure that we still like Tasha. So I mean, they could flip it at the very end, but I'm not sure they're gonna do that.
What's good, my homie Al Bug? What's good? Somebody Stars Talk. Check this out. The King's Gambit. If you see the theme, Tariq is hurting others around him, destroying the family, then gets caught up in the power of the game, takes his dad out, or Tommy, or hell, why not both of them?
Yeah.
He could do them both. And you know, that would hurt my feelings, man. If the writers done that, you can legitimately say that's the ultimate betrayal, because nobody wants to see Tariq, bad punk ass, kill everybody. Ooh, almost be like Cooper Sacks, punk ass, killing everybody. Nobody want to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
No one wants to see that.
But you never know. They might do it. They really and truly might do it. We'll have to see.
You know, earlier we were talking about no one may get killed this next episode. You know who could get killed this next episode, which wouldn't throw the whole season off.
Right.
It could end up where you know, what's his name? Councilman Tate gets assassinated.
Look, I talked about that. I did a video 4 weeks ago where I said, what if they let Ghost survive? And he goes on to take Councilman's place and becomes governor of New York, and somehow or another, Councilman Tate get taken out.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a video I did, man, because you see how when Ghost get in front of the crowd, the man know how to hold the crowd. He know how to get them energized. And Ramona Garrity has ties to the DNC, the national DNC. And you already see she giving Ghost the Geico eye look, that she giving him that shit, man. So I could see her easily being like, let's take out Councilman Tate. You, my man, I'm riding you to the governor's house in New York. And he can use Cousin Benny as the street muscle.
Right.
It can happen.
Yeah, that could. I mean, that would be fun to see. Then, if you do that, if you let Ghost survive like that and he becomes governor, then you have a real spinoff, like a whole Power with the political edge to it.
Oh my God, yeah, man.
That would be like Power meets House of Cards.
It would be like Power meets House of Cards meets Good Wife meets a brother in control.
Yeah.
That would be.
Let me tell you one.
That'd be something.
Let me tell you one thing about this season, right?
Right.
There's one thing about this season that I've missed.
Okay.
And I don't know what people are gonna say. They're gonna call me a little freaky deaky, whatever.
Oh boy, here we go.
But if you remember, the first several seasons, there was just a whole lot of sex scenes in there. I remember at one point watching the show, and my wife was like, "Okay," as much, she was like, yeah, Ghost has a banging body. As much as I like seeing him, I think I've seen enough. Because they showed so many sex scenes with him and Angela, and then they showed some with Tasha and what's his name, I think, and Sean, I guess it was, but they haven't really had any. They had like one sex scene this season with what's his name, with Councilman Tate.
True.
And that was it.
And that was with his campaign manager at the time.
Yeah. She was dating some white dude that
was his campaign manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was dating some white dude, and she went and kissed him on his lips after she got done, not washing. So,
and look, you can cool believe that they're gonna let that come out on Councilman Tate.
You think so?
Oh God, yeah, they're gonna use that, man. They're gonna definitely use that. They're gonna have to use that.
You think that they filmed it with the new iPhone?
Hey, I doubt it, but they sure enough got some of the action. I don't know how the hell they filmed it, but they sure enough got some of the damn action for sure. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So let me read you some of the fan theories. Tracy Lee, the building it up for sex scenes between Ramona and Ghost. They're gonna do that. They're gonna definitely do that. They're gonna definitely do that. Doughboy in the premiere, Tariq held that gun, so he will have to choose between Ghost and Tommy. That could happen. Let me see if Fred Thomas. Tariq might kill Tommy to save his father, Ghost, get rid of Tate and become governor. Tariq becomes a kingpin, and they're going to run the spinoff like that.
That's a nice idea. The only problem with that is that Ghost couldn't be that involved with the organization. And Tariq doesn't have the know-how to run that to be distro yet. He's just not smart enough.
Okay, well, that's where Cousin Benny come in. Cousin Benny can be the link between Tariq and Ghost, and he can be the street muscle for Ghost when he needs things done on the streets. Kind of like the way Councilman Tate had Alphonse being his street person, if you can remember.
See, this is the thing, right? The way they always presented Benny, the way they did him, where they always made it seem like he was just muscle, but the way that he rolled up on Vincent this last episode,
right,
it really suggested that he may be muscle, but he's much, much more than that.
Oh, 100%.
That dude looked like Vincent had straight fear in his eyes. Like, if 100%. I do this, I'm going to war that I can't back out of, and I'm not going to win.
100%.
So, I mean, I'm not sure that Benny would be just straight muscle. I think he would be probably something more, and I'm not sure how that would play. And I'm not saying that he wouldn't be a part of it. I'm just not sure where his role would be.
Well, that's going to lead to a video I was thinking about doing when we talk about the 3 crime bosses that are left. You've got Vincent, you got Jason, and you got Cousin Benny. And if you had to rank them, Vincent is definitely on the bottom. We know Jason has a big organization, but we don't know just how big Cousin Benny organization is, but we can safely assume it's pretty large. So I'm thinking that one of these days, before this is over with, it's going to come down to Jason versus Benny. And if Benny wins, Benny's probably going to be on Ghost's side. Jason win. I don't see them letting Jason win, but it's going to be Benny versus Jason.
I don't think Jason is that deep. I think he's strong right now because he has the connect, but I don't feel like he's that strong. I feel like if he was taken out, like his people would just be like, cool, well, he's gone now, so we work for somebody else, or someone else is going to be the one that we're going to be someone else's new connect. I feel like Jason is just filling space and time. Benny, on the other hand, I feel like Benny's got deep roots. I don't feel like you can just touch Benny and not get touched back.
Right. Fred Thomas is saying Benny's family is the biggest mob boss in New York.
Well, there you go.
All right. Now we got to talk about somebody that we saw in the trailer that I haven't mentioned the whole time we've been going live, and that's Mr. Dre. If y'all watch my trailer review, you saw me freeze frame Dre getting bopped on the head by 2-Bit and Spanky. And a lot of people are thinking Dre is in the trunk. I don't think Dre is in the trunk because I think the trailer wanted us to think that Dre is in the trunk. And so what do you think Dre is going to do this episode?
I think Dre makes it through this whole series. I think Dre might end up running the clubs. Like whoever brought up that idea about Ghost becoming governor, I like that idea. In fact, I think that if that did happen, where Ghost made it through, became governor, Dre would end up running those clubs. I think Dre makes it through all of this.
What?
And somehow he finds a way to make it out and becomes just fine.
So you think Dre is going to survive the whole series?
Yeah, Dre is slippery. That dude is slippery.
Damn,
I think he's gonna be just okay.
Wow. Well, we'll have to see about that.
Dre is. I mean, he might be a snitch in some respects, but I like Dre. I think Dre is a pure survivor.
The only thing people can hold over Dre's head is his daughter. And Councilman Tate was supposed to call in a favor to get Dre his daughter, but they haven't picked back up and showed us what's happening with his daughter. So at this point in time, we got to see that punk ass Cooper Sachs start doing some investigation, wanting to know who's calling in, letting Dre's daughter get out of custody. How's this happening? And it's only a matter of time before Cooper Sachs probably put two together, and he might go and detain Dre all over again.
No, I think Sachs is getting taken out in another episode or two.
What?
Yeah, I think he's going to be out.
Wow.
I think they're going to transition. I think they're going to transition away from Sachs and into the two detectives, the Puerto Rican chick and then the new black chick they brought in.
Right.
I think those are going to be the main investigators that are probably, and somehow maybe they start working with the AG's office, but they've been sort of not really focusing on the Fed so much, except for Sachs, and Sachs has been doing so much dirty stuff. I kind of feel like either Sachs is going to get taken out or he's going to get taken off the case, or something's going to be up with him. I don't think he's going to walk away from this clean, because usually what happens is good guys who turn out to be bad guys don't survive, and he's a good guy who's really become a bad guy. He's just become corrupt, and so even if he gets a conviction or gets somebody, he's not going to survive that. He's either going to get taken out or they're going to just bar him or something.
We'll see, man.
That's my opinion.
We'll see, but I know we all want to see Cooper Sachs in some real pain because he has been grimy as they come. Little dirtbag, make me sick. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here, man. Damn it. And we're going to cover one more issue, then I'm going to get out of here. I got some things I got to do, but I wanted to come up here and show the people some love because they have been showing me tremendous love. And we will come back and we will get some of y'all phone calls live in this show so people can hear your voice and hear your thoughts. But we're going to make y'all keep it to like 2-3 minutes, though. So y'all check us out next Wednesday. We'll go live again.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun.
The last video I just did, we was talking about who was in the trunk when Tommy's crew was standing there. And y'all know there's some beef within Tommy's crew. So the question I want to ask you and the people out to America that's watching this, and my folks in the UK, I see you, baby. Who is going to die in Tommy's crew at the hands of someone in Tommy's crew?
Ooh, who do you think it is?
I'm telling you, 2-Bit ain't dying. He's dating Courtney Kemp. He's not dying. I think Big Grim is going to be the one to die because they just keep showing it. Big Grim has a soft side. 2-Bit and Spanky, they as grimy as a rattlesnake in the desert, and they ain't going to show no soft side. What's up, Brother Tim?
Yeah. I feel you, but I don't know. Big Grim, though, man. I don't know. I feel like they might, if Tommy stays alive and they have Tommy in a spin, I think Big Grim is gonna be with him still. I don't know. I'm not sure they're gonna take him out, but I see where you're going with that.
Right.
And I feel you on that because it's very possible. I mean, he's not such an integral character that they couldn't take him out. I guess maybe I say that because part of me is like, I don't want to see him go because he does have a bit of his humanity left, and I would like to see that that character stay. But yeah.
So you got people agreeing with you.
Maybe it's more wishful thinking.
Sheena McCullough is like, she don't want to see him go because he's loyal. Then you got other people down here saying they want to see Big Grim because he's been loyal to Tommy. So I guess it's kind of the same way Proctor was loyal to Ghost. People seeing that same loyalty from Big Grim. And Big Grim don't mind doing dirty work for Tommy. It's like Big Grim go hard for Tommy. Big Grim is carrying bags for Lakeisha.
Right.
You know, so but you know what, man? Having said all that, if they killed Proctor and they know we was with him, they probably gonna kill Big Grim. It's just a matter of who's gonna do it.
Right. Now, I wanna backtrack on one quick thing right here.
Okay.
I didn't, we didn't talk about it, and unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to watch your latest episode. So excuse me. If you already mentioned it, I'm gonna have to go back and catch up on my watch list.
Okay.
But did you see when Dre in the last episode told Dude, "You're not built for this life"? When Dude told him that he was just gonna wait for him to clear out, and he told Dude, "You're not built for this life," and he just walked up to Dude and just shanked Dude in the chest, just stabbed Dude in the heart, and just straight walked away like it wasn't nothing. I was like, what the?
Yo.
I mean,
oh my God, man! A lot of people didn't understand what the hell was the point. Why did Dre had to go kill Homeboy? A lot of people was just like, there was no point in him shaking my man. What did that bring to the show? It brought to the show just how desperate Dre is right now. Dre is a wounded duck. The only thing that's keeping Dre going is the love for his daughter, and he don't have his daughter. He wants to do anything to get out of this corner that he's stuck in, and maybe that was a vent of frustration. Or
I'll tell you what I think it is.
Or it was a showing of power to Alphonse, to let Alphonse know, hey, I'm here, I'm a grimy dude, don't you F with me, or this could happen to you.
Right. I think it was one of two, or I think it might have been one of those, or it could be both. But I'll tell you one of the things that I think it definitely was.
What's that?
I think it was the writers telling us Dre could potentially be our new Ghost moving forward. Like he may have done some snitching or whatever, but he could be our new Ghost because he is everything that Ghost is in a lot of ways. He
True.
is, he's this, sort of young and charismatic character that he's nice looking, that people want to like him, but at the same time, like he can fit into both worlds. He can go hang out in the club with his suits, and he can go hang out, at those governor's charitable, balls and whatnot. And at the same time, on the corner, he can walk up to a corner boy and just straight take his life and not think anything about it.
Right.
I mean, if that is not the epitome of what Ghost is, I mean, to me, it was kind of like the writers saying, he's going to live and he's going to be the new Ghost.
Right, right. Man.
I mean, that to me was just so cold and just so, I mean, it wasn't like he gave it any real thought. It was just sort of like, this is what needs to happen. Shank, walk away.
I mean, it just lets you know how calculated he is. Like, he ain't playing no games. And
at first, I thought he was going to shoot dude, but the walk up and stab a dude in the heart like that?
Right. Right. He gangster, bro. He gangster.
Yeah.
Dre ain't playing no games. Last comment, then I'm going to really go for real.
Reminder.
Yeah.
It was a good reminder. So many, for so long, we started thinking, oh, Dre went soft. He's up there hanging with the feds, snitching. He's up there, boo-hooing about his daughter. And then you see him just shank a dude on the street. You're like, oh, yeah, I forgot. This dude's the real deal.
Right. And so to transition, the last thing we saw with Dre was when they was at the fundraiser. And that dumbass Alphonse was out there talking. Dre goes back, sees Spank, sees 2-Bit. 2-Bit sees him. 2-Bit chases Dre out of the place, and we didn't see where Dre went. Now, we all just seen Dre is a killer. So it ain't like Dre on a normal circumstance would run from 2-Bit, because Dre is going to stand there. He's going to fight. But for whatever the reason, Dre felt the need to get up out of that building when he saw 2-Bit in the crew And it could be because he knew something was about to happen and he ain't want to be a part of it.
It could be, or it could be that he understood that what was going down was something that Ghost and them had set up, and he might have felt like, hey, I needed to make sure that I'm still an alibi if I need to be. I don't know. I feel like there's something else. Like I feel like even if 2-Bit and them go after him, I feel like it might be Ghost and Tommy that end up saving Dre's life and saying, no, you can't touch him yet. You know, we need him alive for the moment. Let him be.
Right. Well, folks, that's going to do it for us. Virgo, what's good? Fred, what's good? Al, I appreciate you. Sheena McCullough, thank you. Tune in to us next week. We're going to go live around this same time, but we're going to take your phone calls, get your theories on the show, and we want you all to join in the conversation. Thank you, Brother Tim, for helping get my crowd pumped up. We need y'all. Thank you, Ken. I'm happy that y'all are following this channel and doing these TV show reviews with me. I will start doing a few more. I'm going to get on Godfather of Harlem. That is such a great show. The writing in this show is even better than that in Power. I encourage y'all, if you got epics, to take a look at it. I will try to drop one of those videos tomorrow or Thursday. Or Friday.
Has it started already?
Yeah, it started, man. And that shit is good, bro. That shit is good.
I've been looking forward to it.
It is good. You've got civil rights era drug kingpin dealing with all that. Bumpy Johnson, played by Oscar award-winning Forrest Whitaker.
Woo.
It's rough.
Man.
It's rough. And having said that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. We will catch you. I will see you for Power episode recap this week. Y'all be easy. Get that life game. I'll see you.
Peace.